guys, what is up, Mustang Spook Guy F1 back to GTA 5 with another downhill rally. And first we have the innovative, because you completely forgot it existed. Yeah, how many of you actually knew about this bike? Oh yeah. I thought I picked this because I didn't really have a first vehicle picked, and I thought, this'll work. And yeah, I mean, it's a bike, so it's not awful. It's around this course. It has great handling, as all its bikes have. That's not English, right? We did get bumped around a little bit because it is a chopper. It's not the BF400 that was the only other bike to go down here. And now it's an off-road Baja bike. This is not, quite clearly. I'm pretty sure Helen Keller could see this is not a Baja bike. And yeah, it struggled with the bumps, and it doesn't really have great acceleration. I'll just point that out. Or top speed. You can go flat out pretty much anywhere and not move very much. However, it did make it down the course on its first try as we jump for the last corner, and we are across the line fairly easily. Yeah, again, it's not a bad bike. It looks awkward and weird, but very forgettable. Not bad on the corners, struggle on the bumps. Overall, an average bike. Our second vehicle is the Retouine. And don't worry, this is my version, but it is completely stock. Everything is purely visual, so it will still be an accurate comparison of the stock vehicle's times, so don't worry about that. And I said in my review, I absolutely love this car to death. It's just so fun to drive, and, well, the rally that I used was a very difficult rally. This one's not quite so difficult. It's much easier, much more runoff space. You don't have the risk of falling off any cliffs, except maybe up there. It's quite nice. It's just a fun little thing. You can hop around in it. And it is very good off-road. I did lose the back end a little bit, but I was able to catch it. I didn't think I was going to be able to catch it when I had that, but I did, which just goes to show you how easy this car is to drive, that you're able to catch a humongous twitch like that, because this car doesn't let go, but when it does, you either catch it or you don't. There is no in between. And another vehicle that I tried to go flat out on, and it didn't quite work, as we almost went for a roll. Yeah, it didn't quite work so well. I was noticing that as I was going through my review, as I was making it, that it doesn't like to fully roll over, but it loves to go a long way on two wheels and just drift on its two wheels. It's quite spectacular, but also quite terrifying and ruins your run. Of course, the curves here are vicious, and it eventually goes for a double roll, and then gets stopped by a tree, and the camera gets very, very confused. Yeah, you gotta watch the curves on here. Sometimes you can get them, sometimes you're fine, other times just don't even try to hit the curves, or you will roll over, like the Briasso in last place. If you breathe on a curve on that vehicle, you are going to roll over. So, you have to be mindful of them. And this thing, it's not bad on the curves, but, you know, as you saw there, you can still roll it over. It's a little bit oversteery, very snappy. Once you go, you're gone, no chance of recovery, as I said earlier. The brakes were very good. That's about as late as I dare on the brakes for that corner, that hairpin. Dealt with the jump nice, and apparently something in the game's handling files make this vehicle very good off-road in terms of traction loss compared to other sports classics. So, apparently this is phenomenal off-road. I mean, I know it is, but something with the handling files does it. I don't know. I'm not a computer guy like that. I have absolutely no idea what that means. But we are on the dirty tarmac now, so we do get a bit more grip. Had a bit of a slide, able to recover it. Another bit of a slide. Final corner. coming up to the jump, and we are across the line with the Tatooine. I love this car. It's phenomenal, looks phenomenal, handles good, and you just can't go wrong with a good Escort. And the final vehicle of the day is the good old Zentorno. I said this vehicle was better than the Visione. That's where I can think of words, really. Which is why I'm reviewing this one, which is why I'm driving this one over the Visione. That, and I haven't updated my race yet, so, but I'm going to say it's because I like this one better, not because I've been lazy and haven't updated my race yet. And I expected this vehicle to do pretty well. It's four-wheel drive. It's one of the fastest supercars around track in the game. It's sure it's off-road for most of the time, however, we saw that Wagner did quite well, so I was expecting this one to be very similar, and yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's not the fastest on dirt. It struggles in a straight line, this vehicle, and then I outbrake myself, because I was in the air, and then I was not, and dirt and other reasons. But I've had this car since GTA came out for both consoles, Xbox 360 and Xbox One. This is always my go-to supercar for racing. It's just incredible. It's easy to drive. I love it. The traction is nice. And on dirt, traction is not quite as nice. Braking distances are a little longer. But that's to be expected. We have less grip in general. We're on off-road surfaces. This car's never designed to be on here, so we're sliding around, even though it's four-wheel drive. So, I mean, I think this vehicle handles the dirt remarkably well. We had a bit of a cross-up over there, heading on to the big jump, but we dealt with it fine. We didn't have any major problems. Got on the brakes earlier, so I don't fly into that tire bundle. Everything is going well for the lap. We do get a bit of airtime. Say a bit, a lot of airtime. Not as much as we've seen previous. I slow it on down a little bit. I coast into that jump just so we don't spin the car out. Brake a little bit early for here and get a nice run to the final corner, heading up to the second jump, and spin across the line and don't hit anything for the third time today. Quite a nice vehicle. I thoroughly enjoy thrashing it around up the hill, and yeah, overall very solid vehicle. And the slowest vehicle of the day, surprisingly, is the motorcycle with the innovation with a 118.21. Just wasn't very quick over the course of the lap. Then, next up, we have the Tatooine in 6th place. Remarkably good showing from that. Beat the Wagner around the course, so 1:16.55. Just a hundredth of a second slower than the Brawler, purpose-built off-roader. I thought that was quite impressive. But the fastest vehicle of the day, unsurprisingly, is the Zentorno, with a 1:15.86. It goes into 3rd place. Very good showing from the hypercar there. It's four-wheel drive, it's fast, and has enough traction, enough speed to make up for the complete lack of off-roadness. That's the word, right? Yeah. So, overall, I think this vehicle did pretty well, except for the motorcycle, surprisingly enough. But that is it for this episode of GTA 5. I'll be back with more.